While you were looking at the panel gaps in the stock price, Elon Musk was hiding something inside the very hardware of your car. Something dormant, something that's about to be switched on. We aren't just talking about a new model or a faster battery. We're witnessing the industrial equivalent of the nuclear chain reaction. By 2026, the car company you think you know will cease to exist. In its place, a vertically integrated machine that controls the three pillars of a future: energy, labor, and reality. Tesla just exposed 5 hidden technologies, from medical-grade radar sensors already sleeping in your bumper to the unboxed manufacturing process that makes traditional assembly lines look like the Stone Age. This isn't a roadmap, it's an extinction event for every other automaker on the planet. Are you watching a car company, or are you watching the first moves of a global operating system? The curtain is up, the blueprint is leaked. Let's dive into the 5 technologies that will rewire the world by 2026. If you want to stay ahead of the shift, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're tracking the revolution in real time. The first piece of the puzzle isn't a dream, it's a physical reality already rolling off the line at Giga Texas, the Cybercab. This isn't a concept car, it's the beginning of a manufacturing revolution. The playbook has a date: April 2026. That's when continuous production is set to begin. Elon Musk himself has confirmed this timeline 3 times in the last 6 months alone. Now, this isn't your typical car launch. Musk has been clear the initial production ramp will be, in his words, agonizingly slow. Why? Because almost every part and every process for the Cybercab is brand new. But he predicts the output will follow a steep S-curve, eventually becoming insanely fast as the factory masters its revolutionary unboxed manufacturing process. This method isn't just an improvement, it's a new paradigm designed for unprecedented efficiency. So what is the Cybercab? It's a purpose-built, 2-seater machine designed for one thing: full autonomy. There is no steering wheel, there are no pedals. It's a pure transportation machine with a target price under $30,000 for potential sales. But the real disruption isn't selling the car, it's selling the ride. The entire model is built around an operating cost of roughly 20 cents per mile. Compare that to $1 or more for traditional ride-sharing, and you see the scale of this checkmate. This isn't about competing with Uber, it's about making automated transport so cheap it becomes a utility. The 2026 plan is aggressive. While pilot programs are already running, the ambition is a very widespread U.S. rollout across numerous cities by the end of 2026. Of course, this all hinges on the massive variable of regulatory approval from bodies like the NHTSA. But the factory is already moving. The first domino is falling. The Cybercab is a brilliant piece of hardware, but it's just an empty vessel. The magic, the tech that makes the Robotaxi empire possible, is the brain: Full Self-Driving, or FSD. And in 2026, FSD is making the single most important leap in its history: the transition from supervised to unsupervised. Let me explain. For years, FSD has been an advanced driver assistance system, legally requiring an attentive human. That's supervised. Unsupervised is the holy grail. The car handles 100% of the driving with no human intervention required. You could, in theory, sleep in the back seat. This isn't a distant promise. In Austin, Tesla has already been operating an internal fleet with no safety drivers, ramping unsupervised as we speak. The goal for the end of 2026 is to take this from a limited pilot to a widespread service across the US and most countries, a prediction Musk says he's making with the best data that I have right now. The breakthrough is a fundamental shift in how the AI learns. The old way was a mountain of code, millions of lines of human-written C++. If the car saw a weird intersection, a programmer wrote a rule for it. That approach is brittle. The new approach, underpinning the latest versions, is an end-to-end neural network. Instead of writing code, engineers act as teachers. They feed the AI millions of video clips from Tesla's global fleet, showing it how expert humans drive. The AI learns by watching. It's moving from rigid rules to real-world understanding. Elon Musk predicts the current generation of AI, AI4, will exceed human safety levels. The next generation, AI-5, is what will power the true unsupervised revolution. This isn't just for the Cybercab. As the software gets smarter, the updates flow back to millions of Teslas on the road. This unlocks the second part of the master plan, the Tesla network. By late 2026, owners could add their cars to the Robotaxi fleet with a button tap, turning a liability that sits in the garage 95% of the time into an autonomous income-generating asset. The Cybercab starts the fire. The Tesla network is the gasoline. If you thought autonomous cars were a big deal, you haven't seen anything. The third pillar of the 2026 plan is where the plan expands from revolutionizing transport to revolutionizing labor itself. This is Optimus.
For years, many saw Optimus as a side project. That's changing fast. Musk has called 2026 a critical year, not just for FSD, but for the aggressive push to bring Optimus into the real world. While public sales are eyed for the end of 2027, the goal for 2026 is to deploy thousands of Optimus robots inside Tesla's own factories, testing and refining them on the front lines. This isn't a science fair project. This is the logical conclusion of every technology we've discussed. The V3 prototype, set for a debut in Q1 2026, is described by Musk as being so advanced it will look like a person in a robot suit. To understand the leap, you have to look at the hardware. Optimus Gen 3 is expected to feature completely redesigned hands with 22 degrees of freedom, integrated with tactile sensors. This gives it the dexterity to handle delicate components and use human tools. The same neural networks that understand roads are being trained to understand factory floors. This is where the speculation gets interesting. To make room for this massive new production line, there are rumors that Tesla may repurpose the Fremont factory's Model S and Model X assembly lines for Optimus. While unconfirmed, this move would signal a seismic shift, a clear statement that Tesla's future is in autonomous robotics, not just cars. The logic is that the Model S and X, while important, aren't the core volume products. Sacrificing some capacity to build a multi-trillion-dollar robotics business makes a certain kind of radical sense. And that's the long-term vision. Musk believes the market for humanoid robots will eventually dwarf the car market, envisioning a future with 20 billion humanoid robots handling dangerous and repetitive jobs. He's aiming for a manufacturing cost around $20,000 per unit, cheaper than a car, making them accessible to factories and eventually homes. This is the third and perhaps largest piece of the master plan. So, you have the vehicle, Cybercab, the brain, unsupervised FSD, and the physical body, Optimus. But what powers it all? That brings us to the fourth and most secretive piece of the 2026 puzzle, a rumored strategy some are calling the AI Independence Initiative. For years, the AI world has depended on NVIDIA. Their GPUs are the default, but relying on an external supplier is a bottleneck. Leaked details and Musk's own comments suggest a secret project to rebuild Tesla's entire AI architecture, reducing and eventually eliminating that dependence. This initiative appears to have three core components. First, the relentless development of in-house AI chips. Musk revealed their roadmap. The design for the AI-5 chip is nearly complete, with AI-6 already in development. The goal is a new, more powerful chip every 9 to 12 months, a cadence designed to outpace the market. This silicon isn't just for cars, it's the same hardware that will power Optimus. Second, the supercomputer, Dojo. After shelving earlier versions, Musk confirmed in January 2026 that Tesla has restarted work on Dojo 3. This version is expected to be built entirely on Tesla's internal hardware. But here's the mind-bending twist. Musk has also started talking about Dojo's future not being on Earth, but in orbit. He's floated using Starship to deploy space-based AI data centers with access to unlimited solar power and the perfect cooling of space, solving the biggest constraints of Earth-based supercomputing. Third, the terafab rumor. To make chips at the scale Tesla needs for millions of cars and robots, you need your own factory. Musk himself has floated the need for a massive in-house chip fabrication plant, nicknamed Terafab, to avoid supply constraints from partners like TSMC and Samsung. Think about what this means. Tesla isn't just building cars or robots, they're building the entire vertical stack. They're designing the chips, building the supercomputers, and writing the software. It's the ultimate Lego block strategy. By controlling every single piece, they're building a moat around their technology that gets wider and deeper every day.
Now for the final piece. This one is a plot twist, a secret that contradicts Musk's public narrative for years. It's about a technology that may already be in thousands of Teslas, waiting to be turned on. The return of advanced radar. For years, Musk was the relentless evangelist for vision only. The argument was simple. Humans drive with 2 eyes, so a car should drive with 8 cameras. Following this, Tesla removed radar from new cars starting in 2021. It was a bold move, but here's the secret hiding in public records. While Musk championed vision only, Tesla was quietly developing something else. FCC filings confirm that Tesla secured approval for a new, high-resolution millimeter-wave radar system. This wasn't the old radar. This was a sophisticated imaging radar operating in the 60 to 64 gigahertz band, capable of creating a detailed picture of the world, much like LiDAR. Why the secrecy? The answer is redundancy and the pursuit of superhuman safety. Cameras are incredible, but they have limits. They can be blinded by glare or struggle in heavy fog, snow, or rain. This is precisely where high-resolution radar excels. It sees through the weather that cameras can't. By combining rich vision data with the all-weather reliability of advanced radar, you create a multimodal sensor suite. The systems cross-check each other, creating a safety net far more robust than either alone. This isn't admitting a mistake, it's layering tech to achieve a safety margin orders of magnitude better than a human. The most tantalizing part is the speculation that this new hardware may have already been secretly built into recent models, waiting for a simple over-the-air software update to be switched on. This is the final hidden piece of the 2026 puzzle. It's the fail-safe. It's the quiet enabler of the entire master plan. So let's put the pieces together. In 2026, the master plan comes into focus. Each piece is a lock, and the next piece is the key. It starts with the Cybercab, the physical vessel, with production scaling in April. That vessel is brought to life by unsupervised FSD, the AI brain finally being let off the leash. Then that same AI brain gets a new body, Optimus, the humanoid robot scheduled for internal factory deployment, creating the foundation for an autonomous workforce. Powering it all is the AI Independence Initiative, a colossal effort to control the entire stack, from custom AI chips and rebooted Dojo supercomputers to the potential terafab factory. And tying it all together is the secret return of advanced radar, the hidden fail-safe ensuring the system is robust in all conditions. When you zoom out, you see the truth. The debate over EV sales is a distraction. Tesla in 2026 is not a car company anymore. It's a physical AI and robotics company. The car business was just the first phase to fund the research and gather the data. What's coming next is a world where transportation is an autonomous utility and where intelligence itself is a manufactured product. Musk isn't just building a company, he's building the infrastructure for a new industrial reality. And in 2026, we're all about to get a front row seat.